agree, like everybody was there for London, but when it came down to a 1v1, Hook was locked. He wins a key battle, and this is where we sit. It all comes down to a Mercado search and destroy. A reminder, it's the loser's bracket match. Loser is done. Winner continues in the gauntlet. But we're having fun.
I was a little nervous, man. I mean, listen, it was not looking good whatsoever. I think everybody in the room was feeling it, right? If you were an Optic fan, London, they had the control, and they're probably kicking themselves because they know they let that one go.
Well, to Texas in the world, it is one more map that decides this series. We are headed to a quick break. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back. It all comes down to this map 5. What a ludicrous map 4 it was, filled with emotion in the big swing moments. But now it all is on this search and destroy. And I got no goddamn idea how this is going to go, Joe. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, throw anything you really expected coming into this series out the window, right?
Yeah.
You thought maybe Optic was going to run away with it, but London, we talked about their improvements getting better and better. They've had a lot of game 5s. They've won a couple, they've lost a couple in Major 3 qualifiers, and they clutch up in another one. And for Optic, it was a 173-80 run to close out that map number 4 to get us to this moment.
Yeah, it's like even when the mistakes were happening, like I think I said a couple times, like they're still close enough they can make a run, but it was getting real close to that scoreline where it's like, this is done.
Yeah.
It was getting real close, but then they make the rally, crowd comes alive, players start frying. You just felt the venue and that map change. But none of that matters anymore. We are tied 2-2. It's the game 5.
Yeah, both teams 0-1 throughout the qualifiers on this map. But was that the momentum that Optic needed?
Hey, but like, how much does momentum matter going into the surge? Like,
well, maybe I just think for confidence, probably a lot. I mean, who's literally start off that map 1-12?
True.
If he doesn't have that 6 spree, like I don't really know what he's going through. They probably don't win that map. But here we go into round number 1. Nade's going down on both sides, and if you've seen a Mercado, a lot of the times it's on this A-bomb site.
You don't say.
It's because they all love tacos.
Who doesn't,
At the cantina. As the bomb is being stretched by Paul. That's going to be the bomb down. So a nice little stretch spot right there. And I'll write that one down for ranked.
Yeah, he just standing up tall, right? He's making sure Hook doesn't have the angle unless he really itches his way on board, which he is starting to do. I see him able to get the first pick, and he's just laying there. Hasn't moved a bit. Ghosty wins the nutty gunfight, but the trade happens. Oh, it's actually Shotzi's POE we swapped to that was dropping inside. I thought Ghosty got traded out for a moment, but he's still going to be alive now in the 1 versus 3.
Just no time. Just no time to work with. Doesn't have Daddy. He's the trophy player on this map. Nice gunfight win, and I think he's been playing really well this series. But London, they bounce back after that map number 4 and win the first round just with a nice little quick plant. And yeah, I think for Hook there, right, you're just kind of ADS'd, and it's right over that player who's prone.
Well, that's like, sometimes what you call it like an off angle, right? Like you don't get Teeden back up and get to a head. He didn't play from like planner or the block or the bomb. Like he just sort of laid there. And yeah, you come around the corner, you don't check it, you're dead. Because the Vaznev is a shotgun.
At times.
Yeah. In the right hands. 1-0 Ravens.
Well, Nasty, maybe with the snipe, maybe able to find a kill, a pick, a seam. He's going to find 1, but there is a quick trade by Hook, so still into a 2 versus 3. And yeah, looks like Nasty, he's got a sniper in that back alley where he was able to find that kill in there. With that spot, it's going to be a retake, and we saw a lot of these scenarios in map number 2. And with the snipe, not always the easiest time retaking a bomb site. You're going to have to run into someone with that pistol, maybe bait for your team.
Hook basically pops Daddy and plants the bomb, so I don't think he's going to have anything left to really work with. Ghosty's going to get picked, and Hook's going to get dropped as well. He couldn't get anywhere. It's a quick and efficient retake. 2-0 Edge Ravens.
Yeah, everybody at 100% Daddy or trophy, so they're just going to go ahead and defuse this. And yeah, I think it just starts with Nasty with the pick, with that first blood. Gives them the man advantage, and this is the way London has played defense, especially throughout this match versus this Optic team. Sort of, we're going to sit back, allow you to make a mistake, we're going to find a pick, and then we'll work off of that.
Yeah, I mean, that should be the plan right now with the way they're playing. See Shotzi and Optic kind of talking through things. See how you maybe want to deal with this and maybe make it more difficult of a plant, or how you want to work the retake. Obviously different than round 1. See, you know, have Daddy and trophies more coming into play. Shotzi was about to get caught, and I think he will. Nasty's able to soar out. He gets 1 and then 2. He actually is able to pick Hook and Shotzi. So Shotzi not able to react through on the trade, and they're quickly into a 2 versus 4. It is all Ravens thus far.
Yeah, I mean, that's just one of those rounds, one of those angles where you're hoping a player is watching that bottom side window, that door, as he's trying to do that hop up. They had the trophy. They wanted to get aggressive over towards A. And now, just like that, it is down to this man, Ghosty. in a 1 versus 4. He was left in a 1-on-3. A nice little snap onto the first, but London quickly up 3-0.
Finally, someone able to put down Paul while he's on his belly. Someone's always rounding an edge, and he's just laying there.
See if you can find anything if you are Optic. I mean, last offense, again, just this. Now, you know, Nasty might be sniping. See the London boys just kind of talking. What adjustments do they want to go through?
You hear like the crowd's like trying to get into it, but you're down 0-3. The rounds have been pretty. I mean, you've got 3 kills on Ghosty, 1 on Hook, and a goose egg right now for Shotzi and Dashy. So you haven't really seen any bit of success. Can they give them around here to get going? But once again, just playing passive from Ravens.
This time too, it's gonna be a different look. So you don't have the sniper, but it's gonna be 2 players maybe working the flank. And what, Asim? But it's gonna be Scraps this time with the sniper. So they're just taking turns. They are taking turns. But bomb planted, 35 seconds. Here comes the retake.
Just trying to get a glimpse of the head, but 2 players drop. And there comes the chow onto the sniper. It's just gonna be Asim, and he's gonna get traded out. Round to Optic, they're on the board.
And finally, a first blood going their way. That's really the key. The first 3 rounds, they were down a man, but this time, Hook able to find that first blood. Dashy with 2 in the round to get him on the board. And Hook finds the last. They just play that retake, have the numbers. And by the way, we are 4 rounds in. Shotzi right now, 0-4, 0 damage as well.
Well, that's actually the wild part. Like, usually you're in the blender a bit, you get some tags, 0 damage. See if Shotzi can get a feel for it. There's the snipe pick, Dashy. Taking out Nasty. Flicking for more just behind the second player. Wants to take another gander.
And Optic fans missed this.
Hello.
And 2 in the round for Big Bruce. So deadly with the snipe.
Scraps is calling out, trying to back up. Maybe he's still a little weak, and Shotzi puts him in the dirt. Shotzi gets on the board, which has got to feel good. And Paul, a nice recentering there, and I thought it got away from him. Is that a 3rd snipe in from Bruce? I think it was.
No, that's a pistol shot. Yeah,
I thought I saw like a snipe bullet come across.
Yeah, who's able to find the final kill in the round? But there we go. Dashy with the first blood on offense. Dashy with the 2 snipes on defense to keep them alive. They were down 0-3.
Yeah, they're like, screw it. We're going to go in a hole, and then we're going to bring it back.
Yeah, just got to make some adjustments. That's all.
Trophy eaten away.
Look at this, you're playing very slow if you are Optic here. You have 1 player watching the B pinch, you have 1 player all the way in the back of the spawn waiting for something through the middle tunnel. But London, they've been doing what they've been doing. But Dash is gonna find another one. This man stepping up.
Oh my God, he's pre-aimed just above.
But it's a big look!
But there's Shotzi finally making a statement on a 3 streak. Now, give him another! Shotzi's hungry for more.
He just waited on that flank, was just lurking beside, and with that first blood from Dashy, there we go. They had no idea this was coming. He times it well, the stun connects, he knows where this final player is, and they get 3 rounds of their own to tie it up.
From 0 damage to 4-4. And in the overall, Game 5, it is 3-3.
Wow, this is quick. They are just showing right down the middle, right down the middle. I don't know if London's gonna be ready for this. I don't know if they're gonna be ready for this, how fast this is. It's 2 players through. 2 players through. They're not ready. They're not ready. Scotty Duke, they find 3. They find, almost all 4.
He was trying to give him a kiss at the tail end of that.
He might have. but they just go right down the middle of the map, and Hecz finds the third in the round. What a read out of Optic. They just gambled. 2 hit right down the middle.
And the gamble, does it pay dividends? 4 straight rounds down for Optic. So yeah, boys, I hit it.
Bro, I look like my ring play sometimes, dude. So I'm like, how are they behind us so fast?
Oh, they sprint them in map.
Right down the middle. Right back to it. Shotzi's going right through mid-tunnel. Had Ghosty looking over him with that snipe. Ghosty, he's gonna maybe find one. The timing's so close, but Asim able to dodge that. Now he's gonna work the middle alley, but it looks like Dashy watching that for now.
There's way to go. He's gonna challenge 2. Gets 1.
Asim gets out though. Asim gets out. Dashy, I think he just gave it up. He just gave it up. That's gonna be a...
Oh my God, almost a snap and a half.
Hook's in his zone right now, though. I will tell you what. Hook continues to find kills. He's got to get back with his teammate. Remember, Ghosty had the sniper. Hook puts the damage in. Nasty with the knife, be able to find that one.
Demon Barber is out. Stabbing away. 1 versus 1. Snipe the flick. It ain't gonna happen as the bunny hop across. It's Nasty. That'll take it.
I mean, it's the right read. Just hoping maybe he walks into that, but he had the dead, he popped, he goes for the jump. Well, it's exactly what he needed. What a crazy round. And what a timing Asim found.
Yeah. 4-4. Back into Mercado we go. Nasty able to clutch up. What's he got in the early moments of this round? Is dashing once again with the snipe out, trying to find the angle. There's people jumping across, wall bangs everywhere. Can he get the angle to hit the shot? Yes, he can! Big Brucey hits again, the wall bangs on point. 1 player left, and it's Paul Hecz crawling around, hits around his ankles and drops.
I'll tell you what, you want to know what's crazy? London didn't have anyone watch the flank. Nobody was middle. So that was a 4-on-4 at that site. Optic was thinking someone's going to play mid-heady, someone's going to play the pinch. No, they probably weren't expecting that, but they clutch on up. Dashy with a beautiful snipe. The first blood's now in favor of Optic, and now they are 1 round away for keeping their tournament alive.
It's offense for Optic. Can they close it out here? It's been a battle of a series, but a chance to survive and continue on. Kill for Ghosty, kill for Asim. Shotzi on the flank. Hook gets another. Shotzi finds the pick. It's all on Nasty, and he can't get out for the trade. Shotzi gets away, and Shotzi puts him down. Optic survives. From 0-3 and 0 damage shots, he gets to 9-6. And just like most of that series, Optic bounced from dead to alive in what feels a matter of seconds.
And I mean, listen, like, a props to Optic, but there were no adjustments from London. He picked on Drew. 2 offensive rounds in a row. Nobody watching that? No one. Hecz is fired up. The fans are fired up. They're still alive. It took a lot to take down this London team, but hey, you get to tomorrow.
Yeah, we saw Hector was over here hanging out near us for a lot of it, man.
Always stressed.
The roller coaster he was going through emotionally, but you get that win.
Just him. I mean, the whole freaking venue.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. an absolute battle. I mean, props to London. You don't think they're going to put up that kind of fight maybe against Optic, but you see the improvements. Yeah, they had their fair share of mistakes, but at times, looking like a well-oiled machine, it was fun to see them go toe-to-toe. It all comes down to that map 5. And you're down what? You're down 3-0. You then go 6-1 to get the W.
You know, we talk about it all the time. Sometimes it takes a match like that to get going, to build the confidence up. Maybe that's exactly what they needed.